I'm Danielle Carlson, and this is Teaching Hacks. Today's video is about what to do if your students are disrespectful to a sub. I've only had this happen twice in my 8 years here, and once was when I was teaching 7th graders a couple years ago, and then once was just like 2 weeks ago. When I taught 7th grade, they had a sub that they were really nasty to, and so I had a discussion with the students about why you need to be respectful to a sub. I was a sub for a while, so I told them how hard it can be and that I wasn't happy with their behavior. I had them all write apology letters, and if they weren't themselves disrespectful, I had them apologize on behalf of the class, and then I submitted those to the sub. And the students were fine after that. Overall, it worked. That worked really well for the 7th grade level. This recent thing happened with my sophomores, and as almost adults, not quite adults yet, but getting close, I wanted to have a different discussion with them. And I didn't just want to yell at them, because what good does yelling at students actually do? What I had my students do was fill out a little form. At the beginning of class, I gave them a little half sheet, and I had them rate themselves for their respect to the sub and their focus for class that day. I also had them rate as a class what was the class's respectful score and what was the class's focus score. And it was just on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being not respectful or not focused, to a 5 being very respectful or very focused. And I didn't have them show each other their personal scores, but then in their groups, I had students discuss what do they think the class score was and why, and how could that be fixed. And so the class had really great discussions about, no, we weren't quite at the level we were supposed to be. I even had the kids decide as a table, what would you vote the class? And we voted. We voted as a group. You know, they might have all rated things slightly different, but come up with a group consensus. And I asked each table, how many people voted that the class was a 1, not respectful at all? And I think I actually started at 5. We started from most respectful and worked our way down. And most of my students did realize that they weren't very respectful to my sub. The whole class was maybe a 2. And we talked about how that's not okay. And again, just like I did with my 7th graders, I discussed why it's important to be kind to a sub and that a sub's job is not easy. And I told them I didn't want to yell at you because that doesn't get anything done. But we need to work on our focus and our respect, because that's what you need to be able to do for a sub and for me. But you should actually treat a sub better than you treat me, because they have an even harder job than I do. And after that, my class was perfect the rest of the day. The rest of the week they were great, and I know that next time I have a sub, they're going to be just awesome for them, because we had this discussion that was more productive than handing out consequences like detention to the whole class or something that's not really that useful. We had a productive discussion, and I would highly recommend that if you have a class that's disrespectful to your substitute teacher as well. I hope you found that helpful. Feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can see each time a new hack is posted. Check out my book, check out my Facebook page, and I hope to see you next week. See ya.